Section 1. On Anything. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. On Anything by Hilaire Belloc. Section 1. On Building Castles in Spain. One day in the town of Perpignan I was poking about to see where I could best get something to eat, when I saw a door open into a charming garden, and in the hope of finding it to be the garden of an inn, and at any rate of seeing the garden during the process of asking whether it were an inn, I walked in. But I found everything deserted. There was a little house at the end with everything shut against the blinding sun, but the main door of it wide open. I walked in there too, and heard no noise of men, and my curiosity took me up the stairs until I came out quite unexpectedly upon another little garden built on the flat roof of this dwelling and on its shady side, and there I saw a man sitting and looking dreamily toward the mountains. He did not ask me how I came there, but I desired to tell him, for it was evidently his roof. We spoke a little together, until I asked him why he watched the mountains, and why his gaze was towards Spain. Then at great length he spoke to me, but dreamily still. Long before I knew that the speech of men was misused by them, and that they lied in the hearing of the gods perpetually, in those early days through which all men have passed, during which one believes what one is told, an old and crusty woman of great wealth, to whom I was describing what I intended to do with life, which in those days seemed to me of infinite duration, said to me, "You are building castles in Spain." I was too much in awe of this woman, not on account of the wealth, but on account of the crust, to go further into the matter, but it seemed to me a very foolish thing to say, for I had never been to Spain, and I had nothing wherewith to build a castle, and indeed such a project had never passed through my head. For many years I returned to this phrase. I heard it upon several occasions, and in those years through which a man approaches maturity, it still remains in my mind, possessing a singular fascination, though I had found long since that phrases meant at the best something different from their words, and often something exactly opposite to them. Yet this phrase kept about it something mystical and sincere.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?